promised us that he would throw 140 punches around. No problem, he said. 38 punches in the first round, only 102 short of his predicted number. It's hard to throw a lot of punches against Prince Naseem, George, because he stays at a distance and dodges from side to side.
He'll slide his lead foot ahead and then slide it back to you, so he keeps in position, put that foot right back up there and hit you. I like that. Slide in, slide out.
Naseem misses with the right hand. He's only thrown a few jabs. Ingle just has not been able to set up and mount an offense because he cannot or will not get close. This after claiming to us that he would come in and put his face on Naseem's face and try to fight him in a phone booth. It only took one left hand to alter that strategy.
Once you taste that kind of power from a guy like that, you got to protect yourself.
Incidentally, with regard to the use of the term title here, Naz doesn't own one of the three more notorious titles given by the well-known so-called governing bodies. The one he owns is a sort of off-brand. But in terms of his public impact and his accomplishment, he's the #1 featherweight in the sport. That's why we designate him as the champion.
He is definitely the champion. He's better beware that Ingle has come here to win. Even though you knock him out, you can't play with him.
Ingle comes in close. Naz lands an uppercut. And you see the fluidity with which Prince Naseem is able to throw his combinations with power shots when you get in close.
You have to be careful. Ingle is using elbows a little here.
Oh, he said he'll use everything. Elbows, forehead. He said you can't mess around in there. You got to do anything you can to hurt the guy.
I don't like the idea of a guy gloves on it and ungloved elbows. I think for a lot of guys out there who would like to be referees, they should really watch Joe Cortez. Most you see him out of the picture, which is the best picture you want to see for a referee.
I do remember him getting into the picture to count out Michael Moore on November 5, 1994.
Oops.
Uppercut lands for Naseem, backs Ingle up again.
Ingle is starting to use his footwork left and right, and that's what I would do. Anything that Naseem does tonight, remember, he's half-heartedly doing it. He's messed up in training camp.
For the featherweight championship of Yorkshire and the world.
Okay, that's good, okay, baby, but remember, that jab has to be a little bit more sharper than that, right? You're being a little lazy with it, right? Now, remember, you don't have to fall into his fight, okay? You keep doing your fight, okay? Now, like I say, 2 hands to the body, okay, babe? Now, we have to keep it down, remember? We have to keep it down, right? So we have to be looking a little bit more sharper than that, all right? And pick them nice. Okay, okay, pick them nice. And remember, we don't have 1 hand, all right? We got 3 hands, okay, baby? Okay? And we're going to turn them just a little bit. We don't need to reach with them. Just turn them a little bit, all right, baby? And boom, okay? Then we go with the motion, okay, baby? So we're going to go to the bank now, right?
What a contrast to last October 31 when Brendan Ingle barely tried to speak to Hamed, and Hamed made clear that he wouldn't listen to him if he did. Tonight, listening very intently to the new voice in his corner, Oscar Suarez. But George, you spent 17 years listening to one voice in the corner. How strange is it for the Prince now to be listening to an entirely new guy?
It's shock. It's going to take more than just sitting in the corner. It just does not sink in because the guy gets to be part of you, that voice. This guy has not become a part of him yet. As you see, he hasn't thrown one body shot as he was told. Now you see one. But it was back to the head, like I believe I know what I'm doing.
He spent his whole life polishing a style which is completely and entirely his own. There isn't another fighter in the sport who attacks in exactly the same way as Prince Naseem Hamed. Suarez wants more conventionality. The Prince just wants to smile and knock people for a loop with power shots. Like that.
Ingle is really smart when he's not doing anything. He's moving his head. got to keep your hands up at all time and tuck your chin with a puncher like this.
Ingle keeping his right glove pinned to his cheek, the guard against the left hand. And that time, Hamed punches right through the guard and lands a right. Ingle just hasn't been able to mount any kind of attack.
Well, what makes Hamed special is not just his power, but a combination of the power, the quickness, the eyesight that sees everything coming.
That's right.
The movement.
The eyesight. I like that.
The reflexes,
the
elusiveness. The fact that the other fighter stands in front of him, having been trained to fight conventionally, and wonders what in the world this guy thinks he's doing, and can't believe how effective it is.
Breaks a few rules here and there, but let me tell you, he makes up for it with the power.
It's a little like standing on the practice tee in golf and watching somebody with a horrendous swing and saying, oh, I'm going to tear this guy up on the course. And then after 5 holes, you're 4 shots down and you're thinking, what happened?
Ingle is starting to go to the body just a little now.
Starting to get through, and Hamed comes back with a 3-punch combination.
He's wanting to go to the body with a combination, but Hamed has got to understand that your fighter must be coming to you to be able to land that shot. You can't go to him and throw combinations to the body.
Hamed ducking, smiling, firing the left hand, just missing. Ingle misses wildly with the left, and Hamed effectively counters him inside. Prince Naseem delighting his fans in the crowd through the first 3 rounds with some vintage Naseem moves.
Now the Prince is starting to throw away a lot of his strength and endurance by throwing such hard shots.
Well, he's extremely knockout conscious, and tonight, maybe more so than ever.
How you feeling? How you feeling? Right. Good, good. Take a deeper, baby. Take a deeper. Take a deeper. Excellent. Excellent. Now, we rushed there a little bit, all right? Which you didn't need to. Okay, baby? You didn't need to do that, all right? Remember, you keep to the plan, okay, baby? Now, every time you throw that hook there, baby, I want to see it to the body, okay? Because he's there for you. Automatically, he's right there for you. Okay, baby? So we have to do it. Okay? There you go. Now, again, baby. We still.
Ingle's trainer is named Steve Pollard. Himself a veteran fighter.
Ingle is getting $500,000 for this fight. By far the biggest purse of his career. He's also bet $10,000 on himself.
10,000 pounds.
10,000 pounds, which is about $16,000. That bet doesn't look too good right now.
Odds of 11-2. If he wins the bet, he wins 55,000 pounds to go on top of his purse. Harold, how do you have it through 3?
Jim, 3-0. 30-26. Prince Naseem Hamed. Give him an extra point for the knockdown in round 1. Certainly he's winning this fight. A clean punch for the left-hand stance. He's murdering. Good defense, good effective aggressiveness by the Prince as well.
I think a big mistake, the corner talking too much. You want to tell this guy, fight your fight. Don't forget to get into that body and let him alone.
They did ask for body shots again, and if Emmanuel Stewart is playing an active role in that corner, he's doing it during the rounds, talking to Suarez. Actually, he's seated on the opposite side of the corner from Suarez, so for the moment, there can be no conversation between Emmanuel and Oscar Suarez, though he's talking to Suarez's brother now, who's a chief second. But Emmanuel Stewart so far not talking to the Prince. Left hand lands for Naseem, and another.
He was caught by a straight right hand himself.
Yeah, the first time he took a good punch to the head.
And there he goes to the body.
But it's not necessary that he integrate all of that body punching into his style. Let it come in the flow.
You want him to headhunt the Yorkshire Hunter?
Yeah, go after him, and then if you're able to get a body shot, just remind him of it. But don't have him going out doing things he's not accustomed to.
There's a trickle of blood from the right nostril of the Prince.
Right hand counter for Naseem.
You
Naseem
Ingle becoming much more aggressive now in round
keeps all his punches up, he's in success.
I hear exactly what you're saying, George. You think that Naseem's a lot better off if he just follows his instincts in there, because you can almost see him trying to think his way through what his new trainer wants him to do.
Yeah, see, when you're thinking body punching, you automatically bend your face downward. That's why you see the bleeding of the nose bowing into these little jabs, subtle jabs.
So Ingle begins to mount an attack after having been frustrated through the first 3 rounds by the elusiveness of the Prince. In the last round, he got up to 57 thrown punches. This will be the first round in which he's landed a double-figure number of punches.
Ingle must be in great shape to be going at this rate.
April and May boxing on HBO. Next Saturday night, Boxing After Dark presents one of its all-time best lineups as lightweight champion Shane Mosley takes on John Brown. What a fight, plus a battle between 2 well-known lightweight warriors, Ivan Robinson and Angel Manfredi. In May, it only gets better when Oscar De La Hoya, coming off his split decision victory over Ike Quartey, good left hook Oscar, defends his welterweight title against veteran Oba Carr. Also featured super featherweight champion Floyd Mayweather against Goyo Vargas. Then 1 week later on the 29th, boxing's other premier welterweight champion, Felix Trinidad, last seen dominating Pernell Whitaker in Madison Square Garden. This time he'll meet Vincent Petway in San Juan, Puerto Rico. April and May boxing on HBO. And now for the first time, we can see Emmanuel Stewart beginning to talk to Prince Naseem Hamed between rounds. Ingle landed 13